Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be having a look at the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, the latest foldable from Samsung. And I thought guys, what will be the unboxing, because we don't get too much stuff in the box. So I've been actually using this smartphone for the last 2 odd days, so wanted to give you my quick impressions. What do I feel about this one? And if you don't know, I have been actually a user of the Fold 4, so I'll also share some of the things that I have noticed immediately after 2 days of usage. So if you just look at the device, okay, I'll just keep the box to the side. If you just look at from the camera point of view, what the camera is showing right now, both of them actually look very similar. But again, under the hood, I would say the Fold 5 is a lot more refined. This is very similar to what I have noticed with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra to the S23 Ultra, though it looked actually very same, but S23 Ultra was a way more refined and a polished product. That's the same case, I would say, difference between the Fold 4 and the Fold 5. Still, the Fold 4 is a very good phone, but again, it's the refinements that what I have noticed. Okay, the first thing that I noticed immediately on this smartphone is that the Fold 5 feels actually lighter to hold, and the weight balance is done a lot better. Yes, I was checking the specs. Again, this is a review note, so I got all the specs and all those things. And yes, it is actually 10 grams lighter than the Fold 4. This is, if I recall, 253 grams. This was 264 grams. But actually, one of my cousins actually has the Fold 3, and yesterday he had come to my place and he just picked this up and he said, wow, the weight difference is so good, the weight balance is so good. So I would say, I don't recall the weight of the Fold 2. If you are coming from the old Fold series, you'll immediately notice that big difference. Okay, apart from that, before I talk about that, I also got these two cases also from Samsung, as this was a review unit. This is the eco leather case, so you can put this, and it is very sleek. It's actually made by vegan leather, and again, it's made from a sustainable, eco-friendly material. That's the case even with the device itself. I would say a lot of recycled material used on this one, which I appreciate, because I'm also trying to go green. I have put a solar plant or have an EV and stuff like that, and it's nice to see that Samsung is putting that effort, at least in these products, to make it eco-friendly a little bit. Okay, so this is the eco leather case, so you can have a look at this one. But the more interesting case, I would say, is the slim S Pen case. If you recall, yes, this Fold 5 is of course compatible with S Pen, but again, this is a separate accessory that you have to buy. But what I liked is that now the S Pen is a lot. I'll just put this back here, and you can also get the front part of the case. I haven't applied it, but let's just apply this one. So it just fits like this, and it does not add a lot of bulk. The earlier, what do you say, S Pen case with the Fold 4 was a lot bulky, I would say. And this, you just push like this, and this actually comes out. And again, this is also made up of eco-friendly material. Another small thing that I noticed immediately is that the S Pen on this one is not having that rubbery kind of feel which used to go inside with the Fold 4. So looks like the inner glass, what they have, that UTG glass they call, is a lot more durable. The most important thing on a foldable is the hinge quality and the inner UTG glass, and Samsung says that this is the latest version of the UTG glass, and I think so this is a lot more durable, because the S Pen on this one, the tip does not retract like it was doing on the earlier Fold's S Pen. So looks like that they have done that. And again, this is the complete S Pen experience. You also have a button over here, so if you just press this, that S Pen menu comes. You can write on it, create notes and all those things. I can just write S Pen notes, and the latency is also good. So I am not a big user of S Pen, but again, if you are, the S Pen as actually a lot more functional, I would say, because of this case. It's very slim now and can just go inside the case, and it does not add that much of the bulk to the device. Now moving to the hinge, I think so this is again a major improvement that they have done, and I think so the weight reduction that I was talking about, the 10 grams less, is because of the hinge, because Samsung in the presentation were telling that this hinge is a lot more durable. Of course, it's having that armor aluminum, and again, it has the strongest glass, that's Victus Gorilla Glass Victus 2. That's the strongest that we get as of now. But again, the big part I would say is the hinge is a lot more durable, they say. And I noticed that immediately when I'm opening up the Fold 4 compared to this Fold 5. Here, it starts stiffening up, but after a certain point, it becomes actually a little bit loose here. This feels a lot more premium. The firmness is almost the same. So this actually, the hinge mechanism seems to be a lot better on this one. And that's a big difference, I would say, in any foldable, the hinge quality. And again, Samsung is the only one in this form factor that is giving the water resistant. That's the IPX8 rating, and that makes it this smartphone water resistant. So again, that's also a very, very good thing. Again, if you talk about the outer cover screen, this hasn't changed. It's the same screen size as this one. In fact, guys, here are all the specs for your reference. I've installed a lot of apps. One more good thing that I liked about this one, and this comes to the initial offers, because let me just talk about that one. If you buy this smartphone right now in the pre-order stage, instead of the base 256 gigabytes of storage, you will get the 512 gigabyte, which is a 10,000 rupees upgrade. If you have a HDFC card, you get 8,000 rupees instant off. And also, if you are upgrading from an older phone, apart from your value, Samsung will give an extra 5,000 rupees off. So if you calculate all those offers advantage, you get a discount of indirectly about 23,000. And if you are actually planning to buy it, take advantage of that offer, because as far as I know, the upgrade of storage from the base 256 to 512 is only applicable during this pre-order stage. Anyways, moving forward, what I liked about this smartphone is, again, this is a great smartphone for people who consume a lot of media. This I have been telling earlier also about the Fold series. The good thing is that this, because of the inner screen size, which is that big 7.6 inch screen. Again, regarding the screen quality also, the display quality is very, very good. In fact, even the outer screen quality is very, very good. This is again a dynamic 2x AMOLED 1 to 120 hertz. So again, it saves power also if you're not doing anything, and the inner screen is also equally good, so that way you are covered. So it's good for watching videos and stuff like that, I would say. But big part for me, when I'm a user, had used, if you guys recall, the Fold 2, Fold 3, Fold 4, is using the inner screen and doing a little bit of multitasking. Multitasking you can also do with your traditional smartphones also. That's not something new, but here it actually makes sense because the screen real estate. Let me actually show you. For example, multitasking is very easy because of this large screen. For example, let's say I have this app, that's, you can add multiple apps. For example, let's say I want my gallery, I just put it over here and just push it. We can even add more apps. For example, if I can just go to my all apps, let's say speed test or something you want, so you can legitimately actually have 3 apps, and you can adjust the size also. You can make it so you can have 3 apps. I would say the small one you can have a ticker or something like that, stock ticker, so it's easy. So you can do legitimate multitasking. Another thing that I like is that now they have added multi-finger gesture. For example, this is a gallery app, and with my left finger, let's say I just selected this photograph. Now this is selected. Let's say I want to paste this in Word. So what I can do is I'll just open Word. If you notice, not now, I'm just going to create, and I'm going to create a new Word document. It's a blank document, and now let it create, and I can just drop this. So again, this makes it really a productivity tool, and multitasking goes to a next level because of this massive 7.6 inch screen. Back cameras, again, in terms of megapixel count and everything, it hasn't changed from the Fold 4, but what I have noticed is that the image processing has improved. Maybe this is because of the new Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 2 processor, 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy processor. The ISP is a lot better. So I'm noticing actually camera quality to be improved. The inner camera, again, this is a camera, this is hidden again, that under glass camera that we have, it hides here. This is a 4 megapixel camera, but again, this also, I feel I actually, frankly speaking, use this inner camera that we have here only while video conferencing and stuff like that. And I noticed that this has improved on the Fold 5. And again, you do even have the front facing camera over here. It's there, but again, you can even use the rear facing camera. Okay, one important thing that I noticed on, and that's a difference, I would say, coming from the, what do you say, Fold 4 to Fold 5. Both of them actually have identical battery capacities, that is 4400 milliamp hour. So this is the actually first day, and in fact, if you notice, it was at 6% when I took the screenshot, and it lasted for 1 day 19 hours. So that's almost 2 days of standby that I got, and this was with my regular primary SIM, single SIM, it's not dual SIM. And screen on time, we got a 5 hours 14 minutes. What I've noticed is that the standby time is a lot better on the Fold 5 compared to the Fold 4. So I would say, in terms of screen on time, also the actual screen on time, you should actually get a lot better battery life compared to the Fold 4. This is just the first day usage, guys, so can't comment too much because the battery life, balance, etc. takes almost a week. But again, the initial impressions, what I'm getting from the initial past 2 days of usage, I feel the battery life is actually better. This one is better optimized, I would say, and getting better juice out of that same 4400 milliamp hour battery. Again, Samsung is giving next 4 years of Android upgrades and 5 years of security updates, again, which is the best in the industry, so you don't have to worry about that. And lastly, if we talk about the cameras, here is the cameras on this one. Let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually, the camera interface has not changed drastically. So let me actually show you the camera samples that I've taken with this smartphone. Camera samples with the 50 megapixel main camera. And as you can see, the camera produces some very good pictures. Again, notice the background, the dynamic range is actually very good. And these are just some random camera samples that I had taken yesterday. And overall, I would say the camera does a good job. This is a regular shot, and this is what I got with the ultra wide. So guys, this is the GalaxyZ Fold5 smartphone. What do you feel about this one? I would frankly say, again, as I've told earlier also, this Fold 5 is definitely a more polished product, I would say, compared to the Fold 4, similar to the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra to the S23 Ultra. In terms of looks, the S23 Ultra looked very similar to the S22 Ultra, but the improvements what it had internally and the polish made it one of the best Android flagships. That's the same case even with this Fold 5. And I would say, if you always wanted a Fold smartphone in this form factor, you should check this out. Go to a store physically and check it out and see if you like it. And if you are an old Fold user, maybe you're using a Fold 2 or a Fold 3, do check this out and you will see a lot of things that you feel have improved and a major upgrade. In fact, the hinge has improved. The weight balance, which is a big deal on foldables because foldables are generally very heavy, has improved a lot. What I'll do is, guys, I'll leave the link of Samsung with their pre-orders offers or something so that you can take advantage of that. But what do you feel about the GalaxyZ Fold 5? Do let me know in the comment section below. And guys, if you have any specific questions about this one, do let me know. And I can do a full review between the Flip 5 and the Fold 5. Maybe it's the Fold that you guys want. I can do a full review about that and answer your questions after about 2 odd weeks of usage. So do let me know about that. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. And if you guys are still not subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care.